Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to Player vs. Fun. This is the first in a series of videos we're going to be doing, looking into improving your PvP utility and skill. This week we're going to take a look at targeting in Arena. I've played World of Warcraft for about 8 years now, on and off, and I've mostly been able to keybind everything that I have now as far as all my buttons go. I've recently tried to change over the way that I target people in Arena. For years and years I've just clicked on each individual target, whether it's my enemy or my party member. So this is Arena that my partner and I did this week. I'm still clicking in this video and you'll be able to see my slow reaction times, and we do end up actually losing this match because towards the end I get a little bit panicked, and instead of being able to just quickly target somebody, I panic and I go to bear form like a noob. Now when you're in Arena, things happen very, very quickly. Especially as a healer, your DPS can be burst down within a matter of seconds. So it's important that you're able to focus on everything that's going on the screen, keeping track of your enemies, their cooldowns, their trinkets, that sort of thing. And when you're always constantly clicking back and forth between your party's unit frames and your enemy's target unit frames, you're missing a lot of what's going on the screen. As you can see here, I'm not doing so hot. I'm getting trained really, really hard because my eyes were focused on clicking on my unit frames instead of noticing where my enemies were. I wouldn't even have to pop tree form if I would have noticed where they were and been in the correct position on the map. I could have line of sighted them really easily and saved that huge cooldown for later in the match. Right here is a very important part of the match. We're in perfect shape right here. I don't have any cooldowns left, but my bark skin is about ready to come back up. And we're fine. What the problem is, I'm so focused on clicking on my unit frames, I don't notice the Warlock's positioning. And he's going to come right up on top of the tombstone in the middle there. And he's going to be able to free cast the crap out of me because I'm just focused on my warrior's unit frames and worrying about trying to get a kill. So here we go. There goes the cast by the Warlock. I run right into him because I'm too worried about my own health and my own unit frame. I bear form, I click on I panic, I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm dead. Let's take a look at that sequence in slow motion. So right here I'm in pretty good shape. The Warlock's right on top of the tombstone there, and the Hunter's over to my right, and my Warrior's beating the crap out of him. The Warlock starts free casting on me, and I get a little bit panicked. Watch my mouse, I'm just all over the place. And instead of being able to quickly change targets or do what I want to do, I'm worried about clicking on my unit frame. He spell locks me here, which is fine. And I click on Stampeding Roar, and instead of running around the pillar and avoiding his line of sight, I just run right past him, which is really dumb because he's able to cast that Chaos Bolt on me and boom! Nails me for 80k. And I'm completely panicked at this point. I have no control over what I'm doing. Pretty much I'm doing nothing. And I go to click out of bear form and I'm dead. So just like that, if you're clicking and you get panicked like that, you can die really, really quick. So for this next match, I'm using my key bindings to target. The key bindings I use are for my target party member 1, mouse wheel up. For myself, I like to use the middle mouse or Alt. Just hold down Alt and press your heels or whatever. To target the enemy Arena, I do shift mouse wheel up, and enemy 2, I do shift mouse wheel down. And that allows me to change my targets very, very quickly and focus on what's going on around me, which helps with your positioning and your situational awareness, all kinds of things in Arena. Alright, so we'll just jump right into the action here. If you'll notice my mouse cursor throughout this whole match, it pretty much stays right in the center of my screen, and that's because I'm using my macros to target everybody. And you'll notice it also helps with my situational awareness. I'm not the greatest player, I'll admit that. I gotta work on my positioning a lot, but being able to target everybody so quickly allows my vision to free up to notice where the priest is at all times and where the warrior is at. And it helps me make better decisions as the match goes on. So right here, my warrior is calling for some CC on the priest. I'm just getting my health back up, and I throw a cyclone on him. I had a DR on him, which I should have informed my warrior about, so the cyclone didn't last very long. But we're still in pretty good shape. Here's a pretty important part in the match. My warrior is really pounding their warrior, and we're gonna go set up for some CC on the priest. I go for a cyclone, but he line of sights me, and then I get charged by the warrior. Because I'm not worrying about my unit frames, I'm aware of where the priest is. My warrior has stunned him out in the open, allowing us to get some pretty good cyclones. Right here is a good example of why you want to keybind your targets. I had the priest targeted and I quickly switched to the warrior and cast Moonfire, helping my warrior burst down the other warrior, and I quickly swapped back to the priest and get another cyclone on him. This allowed us to get the kill on the warrior. If you've been clicking for years, it's going to take a lot of time and a lot of practice to switch over to using macros to target people. But in the end, if you're able to make the changeover, you'll improve your skill and you'll find Arena much more enjoyable. That's it for this week, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. And below in the comments, we're looking for things that you'd like to see us do in Arena. Maybe it's positioning, maybe it's different comps. Anything you want us to try out, we'll do it for you. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the arena.
Yeah, do it. Don't.